Hello everyone, welcome into another video. Today, we are predicting our SummerSlam match card. We got about 6 matches each on each brand of show. There'll probably be around 14. I did 12 here. Let's get right into it. Let's start. I'll try and say why I think the match is going to happen. I'll maybe say a winner, what's going to happen in the match. We have 2 matches that I think are guaranteed 100% going to happen. We already know are going to happen, and they're both on the SmackDown Blue brand here, and they're because of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. Cena versus Rhodes. I think that's 100% happening. Do people want to see this again? It has to be better than the last fight. I think it ultimately leads... Well, it depends. If we get Randy Orton or someone else inserted into this match, like a CM Punk, like a Randy Orton, maybe a CM Punk as well gets inserted, then I think we get then I think we get Rhodes winning. And maybe he'll turn heel, and maybe John Cena will ultimately is going to be the one that turns face at the end of the match, right? He's going to have to turn face. I think what really happens, we get John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, and we get the heist of the century again. We get Seth Rollins coming in, cashing in, walking away WWE Champion, which leads to John Cena having to turn face to deal with a bigger bad, a bigger evil, which will be Seth Rollins. I think that's the way they're going to go. So ultimately, I think we have Cena versus Rhodes. I think Rhodes win. If people don't like that and they have to throw Orton in, they have to throw Punk in, I'm on board, I'm down. Let's go. Women's match, Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. I think this will happen. I think this probably will be the time to get the title off Tiffany Stratton. I personally don't necessarily want to get the title off Tiffany Stratton, but I think this is the time too. I think there's a chance we see a Naomi cash in here to get the briefcase off both of them maybe. I don't know, but I think that's a match we get here. We got to find something for Damian Priest, because Damian Priest will be getting a match here at SummerSlam. The question is against who? I think we just run back the trilogy. I think we just get Drew McIntyre. We put him in there. We have them have a last hurrah match that just is like they do everything. They just like brutalize. They kill each other almost. I think that's what we do. I think McIntyre will return at some point. It's hard for me to see him missing the SummerSlam card. So I think we just get that match. We just go balls to the wall with that match. Solo Sikoa is in the new United States Championship. Who's going to be his opponent? I think it's just a rematch. I think it is just Jacob Fatu. And I think we find a way to get the title back on Jacob Fatu. Just kind of like how they do with Braun Breaker in the Intercontinental Championship with Jey Uso. I think we do the same thing here. If you want to throw Jimmy Uso into this match and maybe give the belt to Jimmy Uso, I'm not opposed to that. Maybe throw all of them. Maybe even throw Jey Uso in here as well. I'm not opposed to all of that. But ultimately, I think it's going to be some combination of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in this match. I think we will get a tag team match. Some kind of ladder match, multi-way, Friday night SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, right? With the Street Profits, with DIY, with Motor City Machine Guns, with Fraxium, with Los Garzas, with the Wyatt Six. I think that we got all 6 teams, throw them in the ring, ladder match style. I think that's perfect. It should have been on the card of WrestleMania, and it wasn't. I think they have to put it on the card here. That match is a must. My final match on the SmackDown brand, I was kind of struggling to find another match. I think we just get Naomi versus Bianca Belair if Bianca Belair can come back in time. And if not, maybe we get like a Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss type of match. I don't know. It's going to be some kind of women's one-on-one, no title involved type of match. Maybe we run back Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. Maybe that could be the case. I think we get some kind of match like that. On to the Raw side. It's kind of hard to figure out what to do with Gunther, Punk, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins. It's a little bit hard. It's always hard to come up with matches for Gunther because he's a big name, but not a big name like all the other guys. So it's kind of hard to always come up with a match for him. Ultimately, I have a 6-man tag match. To start out my Raw card, I got Rollins and his 2 goons of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed going up against... Yes, you probably know LA Knight, Penta, and Sami Zayn. I think that's the match. I think this will be a night 1 early match where Seth Rollins and the gang loses, which ultimately leads to a Seth Rollins cash-in later on at SummerSlam, kind of like what they did at Heist of the Century, WrestleMania. I think that's the way to go there. I think we get a women's tag match. I think it's Raquel and Roxanne, and I think we get either, you could make the case of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Bella. I think that's going to be the match because I think that was the rumored match for Evolution that we thought we were going to get. We're ultimately getting Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky instead. I think instead we get it here at SummerSlam. We get Rhea Ripley and Nikki Bella versus the two, Raquel and Roxanne Perez, in a tag match, which will ultimately lead to Rhea Ripley and Nikki Bella getting the victory. I think Io Sky, if that leads that match, we have Io Sky as a world champion still. Just put her up against Asuka. I think a lot of people want to see it. I don't know anyone else that could fit the mold. Just throw it in there. That'll be the match. Intercontinental Championship. Women's. I don't even have a Women's Intercontinental Championship match here. There probably will be one. I like the Becky Lynch, Stephanie Vauquer, so we can add that in as well. But also, men's. A lot of people predicting it's going to be Mysterio versus Balor. I don't think so. I think Balor's going to win. But I think it's going to be a multi-man match. I don't think it's going to be we get the turn on Dominic before the match. No, that leads to a one-on-one match. No, we get it during the match. Balor steals the match during the match. He finds a sly way to get into the match and steals the match during the match. So who else can I put in there? I think we have to put Rusev in there because he's a big name now, and they just had him beat Sheamus, which means he's on the path to an Intercontinental Championship match. So I think we have to throw Rusev in here. And then I think we have to throw El Grande Americano, a.k.a. now Louis Kaiser. I think we have to throw him in that match as well. Let's throw all four heels into the match and just have a banger of a match. So I think that's the Intercontinental Championship four-way match there. Raw Tag Team match. It's going to happen. I know it's an ew, but it's going to happen. I put ew on the page. I don't even have a match. I just know there's going to be a Raw Tag Team match. I don't know how they're going to do it now because Finn and JD have the belts now. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't even care. But that's going to be on the card. Punk versus Gunther. It's hard to find out what to do with Gunther, man. And I don't have anything for Punk. I know we can see Punk versus Seth, but man, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see it this early already. I think Punk versus Gunther makes sense. Maybe you could throw Jey Uso in there too. Maybe it's Punk versus Gunther versus Jey Uso because everyone loves to see Jey Uso versus Gunther. So maybe throw that in there as well. But that's the card. That's the SummerSlam card right there. That's my predictions. Let me know in the comments what you think my match will happen at SummerSlam. Ultimately, my name is Josh Wissey. Thank you guys again me for 250 subscribers. It was a long grind, but we did it. Goal is now 500, so let's get there. My name is Josh Wissey. Thank you.